Next is leather oud, and the main three accords in that are cardamom, clove, and oud. Now first let me start off with these notes. Cardamom, no. Clove, no. Oud, yes. No leather and no civet listed? Because those are definitely in here. Now this scent is notorious for being one of the worst things I have ever smelled. My friend and cohort Jeremy with Fragrance Bros has kind of a mini review when he did Oud Month, and I'll have a link down below to that. And he was very on the fence about it, but said some good and bad things about it. And I have some things I'd like to say about this fragrance. Now, there are some definite lovers of this scent. And whenever I talk to someone who loves leather oud, I kind of scratch my head because I wonder, what are you smelling that I'm not? Because I've always thought this smelled like just a dirty, unwashed butthole right after just pooping in the toilet. It smells awful. Very leathery, very oudy. There's a strong civet note in there that smells very poopy and fecal, very animalic. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't. But then something happened, and I tried the recent version of it because I heard that it was reformulated. So I went back to it and I smelled it, and I turned around a little bit. I have to be honest and say it's not as bad as I thought it was. And maybe it's just because I've grown up, my nose has changed some, my opinions have changed some. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it also has to do with Dior toning down that civet note. Now it is still animalic, it is still strong, it is still very daring, and still very much reminiscent of how it was. But it's just now tamed a little bit. It's very much now less offensive than it was. And now I can definitely say that I get it more. And if I review it soon, I definitely will not be in such dire straits as I would be if I would have wore the original version. Now, a lot of times with leather scents, they go very animalic and very dirty and very hard. And this is that amped up to its logical conclusion and goes all the way to the extreme. It's something you've got to try just because it's so out there. It's very masculine. I don't really like it, but you should go out and try it though. Next is Le Col Noir, and the main notes in that are Rose de May, sandalwood, and white musk. Now, as of this recording in April of 2016, this is Dior's newest release in their Privee line. And it is definitely a rose scent. When you smell it, it's pretty simple. Really all I get is a very watery, fresh, almost sweet rose scent. And that's it. I also get kind of a fruity note, which I believe is pear. It's very beautiful and it's very simple. It's also very feminine. So if you're a woman out there and you want a very good rose scent, you really need to check this out. If you're a man out there and you like rose scents, I still think this is worth checking out. This is pink juice, so it seems to me like they're marketing this more towards a woman, and I think this is great on a woman. We'll see how this does. I'm really not optimistic about this scent very much because it seems so one note, but it's okay so far. Next is Grande Ball, and its main accords are jasmine, ylang ylang, and sandalwood. Now this is a very wonderful scent that I think is very versatile and wearable for a lot of women. It is very elegant and sophisticated. It has kind of like this girl next door feel, I think. It's very casual and pretty. And really all I get out of this are what is listed. The ylang ylang is bright and sweet. The jasmine is sneezy, but adds a sexy quality to it. And the sandalwood adds a woody, creamy, voluminous quality to the mix. And that's really all I get out of this. I really only get those three notes. Overall, this is very feminine, but I think that's a good thing in this case because on a woman, I think this would smell spectacular. I could really see my wife wearing this, and I kind of want to get some for her. Next is New Look 1947, and the main accords in that are ylang ylang, tuberose, and benzoin. Now I admit, I do not like tuberose. I really hate tuberose scents. I think they smell awful, and they smell like cheap dryer sheets or laundry detergent. I just don't like tuberose. But I will say, as far as the tuberose scents I've smelled, this is probably the best I've smelled. It's airy and deep at the same time. The ylang ylang is a great counterpoint to the tuberose in here, but it seems more catered to an older clientele, and especially more towards women and older women. So really not one of my favorites. So that's it for the main line of the Privee line. Next, I want to mention their Elixir Prevee series. Now the Elixir Prevee series has 4 scents: rose, oud, amber, and musk. They're all scents that are based on one note, and I wanted to mention them here because Dior lists them in their Privee line. They added them because from what I understand, they wanted to use them as blending agents, so you can buy these and blend them with the other Privee line. I hate that idea. I hate blending in general. I think, if you're just going to want to smell different, just buy a different fragrance. And for also disclosure, I haven't smelled these at all. They might be good, but I generally don't like fragrances that are just one note. I think they're terrible. I hate the premise of this whole line. I think it's stupid. Also, the price is ridiculous. The price is $300 for 3 milliliters. Yeah, the price is $100 per milliliter. Let that sink in just for a second. I hope that this is a typo on their website, because on their website they have it listed as 0.1 ounce, which comes out to be 3 milliliters. I hope what they meant was that it is 1 ounce, which is 30 milliliters. That is still a ripoff. $300 for 30 mil, still very much a ripoff. But it is the height of insanity to charge $300 for 3 milliliters. That's stupid. Now I know these are supposed to be very, very strong, and they're supposed to be pure oil concentrate. So if you like stuff that's very strong, by all means, go out there and try it. As for me, I don't even care about these. I think it's just a waste of my time and a waste of yours. So that's all I have for this video on the Dior Privee line. If you've watched this long, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you've tried down below and which ones you like and which ones you hate down in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. I'll love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.